afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hilfsreich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 versus 1 on Angleville. Between in the south, Burmie fighting here for the Soviet Union for the 3rd Guards Tank Corps. Going up this in the north, Talisman fighting here for the Wehrmacht. For the Großdeutschland Panzer Division, here we got armoured assault tactics immediately chosen here for Burmie, giving access to T-35s once he hits the mechanised armour company here, but also radio intercept, which gives him an intelligence advantage over Talisman. Talisman has got here elite troops, mobile defence and lightning war here hanging about with bulletins for infantry, tanks and snipers, whereas Burmie's got for infantry and mines. We got a standard start there from Talisman and Burmie. No one trying anything deeply out of the usual there. Heading westwards, they initiative with the Pioneers. And before it took on it is following up here, we also got a swift push for the west there. So, in a rare display here, where most players will pretty much just sort of head for the east and try to grab as much there, both players seem to say, no, looks like Talisman's making a smaller move towards the west, perhaps just for cons, but he's expecting the fight happening east. So, in this case, he's going to be a bit disappointed. As right now, Burmie's sort of pushing most of the effort initially into the west, while in the east, there will be sort of a follow-up there. So right here, Talisman is perhaps not quite having things go the way he's expected. We got a single escort arriving. M42 just staying here, watching over the enemy. Well, hope watching for an enemy to arrive and maybe shoot them down. You know, Dieter, perhaps you shouldn't be watching the road in our direction. Perhaps you should be watching in the other direction. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Took you long enough. He's advancing, single is moving up there, Pioneers shifting away, perhaps sensing someone's being grabbed there. That pretty much also means, you know, Burmie just sort of got a nice chunk of the map there without any fighting, whereas Talisman sort of just still slowly approaching but not making any sort of vast gains. But we're here to protect the cut-off point a bit, not that there really is much to cut off, except a slight bit of fuel and munitions. Going for the eastern fuel. First engagement, Conscript versus Pioneers. Pioneers pulling into cover. They can't, they should just move up to another piece of cover and open up under there. M42 could try and make for the building. A bit risky, but he could try it. Conscript hanging about there. Grenadiers there opening up. More Grenadiers moving in. 4th Conscript there ramming for Burmie. Slowly. Pushing in there for the car point. Pioneers need to fall back. M42 just remains where it is. There we go, getting some hits on the Conscript falls away. Denying them that fuel point at the very least. Pioneers forced to retreat. No further units here, probably going to go for the sniper then, which has the bulletin for, and there we go. Sharp shoots it, going to bleed out the Russians there, or at least attempt to. Always a bit trickier versus the Russians, of course, with the larger schools, which are also cheaper. Snipers can end up having a bit less of an impact. Either way, going for the fuel, going for the point there. Of course, a bit tricky situation here because the Russians could try and rush the building from several points and Molotov it. In that sense, the way it's sort of set up can make it a bit more sort of tricky to utilise and get the most out of. We haven't got any Molotovs here though for Burmie, so it's not quite going to be like that. But we've got a lot of sandbags being dug here, preparing basically for the Germans to attack or push through, in which case you've got several positions with which to resist them pretty quickly. And there goes Sniper. And of course, Burmie knows. Thanks to radio intercept, he knows. M42 opening up there, grabbing the fuel point. And again, in that sense, Burmie will always have a good idea there with Talisman is and sort of what options you can sort of make there, sort of generally. So in that regard, Talisman can't really hide a lot of things from Burmie in terms of teching and such. All he can do is sort of try and use his troops in the most intelligent manner, and that way outplay him. Sandbags up there, being used to block there. It's now moving up there, Pioneers supporting. Bleeding up the conscripts, take up there, going on for Talisman, good work. There we go, conscripts push back. M42 remains there, holding the fuel, getting the munitions. Only a small chunk of the map there for Talisman so far has conceded a lot there to Burmie, essentially. There's overall just sort of dictating the pace, and there we go, we got the problem company up for him. Mortars, Maxims, field guns, he's not trying to get a sniper there to counter the German sniper. I mean, he could try it, but obviously he could also just decide, you know, to ignore it and try to play his own pace. We've got a mortar out there for Talisman. A part of me thinks he needs to try and gather that to make us company up, and then get some vehicles out, so that way try and push the match a bit more in his favour. But no decision towards that. We got Conscious sneak up there, good work. There's a slight gap there. We can basically sort of creep up here, or vice versa, creep down here. Not a player utilise it, but right here it does seem to have a bit of utility. Gonna just have to move back, get light machines on the way. Mortar moving up. Pioneers heading westwards, now becoming the cut-off point, not trying to beat others conscripts, just being a bit cautious in with his sniper, and he's rushing straight ahead there for the tank of a tank command, taking advantage of the large amount of territory. There we go. Harassment succeeded, drew away the grenadiers, leaving the support weapons a bit more unintended, also allowing him to push through elsewhere if he wants to, but does not. Mortar watching, sniper watching, pioneers grabbing territory there. There we go, moving in, comes to attacking, moving in from the other side as well, grenadiers out in the open. Little cover there behind this for the conscript, but at the same time focus on the light machine gun grenadiers. This could work out quite well there for Burmie. Ooh, right there, he might have pushed his slot a bit too far. There we go, got behind the hedgerows. And there we go, grenadiers force retreating, only one grenadier squad sniper moving in, MD42 remaining where it is. Rifle grenade fired, flew wide, far beyond the mark there. He's got no panzers in the sky, nothing that could sort of mean otherwise respond to this threat with some kind of fireball. All he's got here is the sniper. So that's a bit limited what he can do against all that Russian infantry, besides, just slightly prick them away. We got the tank battalion command up, could go for the A-half track right here now, which could be quite potent versus Talisman. Of course, he might be saving the munition for something else, and instead going for the T-70 though. To me, the A-half track would seem to be a bit more of a solid choice. Going there for the cut-off point, like to make a nice company up, bunker up.
We are losing a sector.
A lot of construction there going on in the German base. We've got constantly got under fire from the sniper. God damn it, if everyone I shoot, another one appears. These Russians have outnumbers. Well, these very big numbers is what they have. There you go, mortar hit. A bit more fire there from afar against Burmie. Looking a bit better there, bunking up quite their munitions, but the question is, what will he get from the lightly mechanized company? Panzer Grenadiers, scout car, half-track, Pack 40. I mean, a Pack 40 certainly will be necessary soon enough, but you must have other things in mind there. There's plenty of munitions there for Burmie, so if he's not going for a half-track, I would suggest some mines here and there to bleed out Talisman if he tries to advance. Bunker up, Grenadiers setting out. Need to grab back that fuel point, overall Talisman a bit on the back foot within these moments. 2-2 on the way, Leichte Panzerspielwagen, which by 1944-45 was not really in production, was being phased out with the 250 half-track, basically turned into a scout car since that actually served better off-road, amongst other things. But there goes sniper fire there against the conscripts over there. 8 kills. Slowly moving towards the single grenadier on his own. Pioneers again supported by a sniper, and there we go, we got the scout car out, the 222. Ready to strike against the communists. And again we get another sort of push here, flanking in for that element. So we got there. But we got the T-70 in a way there for Burmie. And Talisman's got nothing to count. He's got no Pack 40s, all he's got is a Panzerfaust. He doesn't have munitions for a Teller mine. So right now he's going to be in trouble. We got fuel cache up here by for Burmie. It looks like he's preparing for a longer fight. Good, good. Very good there by Burmie. Decides he has a bit of advantage and actually wants to further reinforce it. Not a lot of players would do that. So good work there. Chiefs staying towards the west there. Sniper needs to be careful here. In fact, he might be flanking in there with the T-70 against. And then again, he's... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There we go. He realises what's going on. The retreat to sniper. Could be too late, could be too late. Getting a Pack 40 there. Instead sets off the Pioneers. 45mm gun and traction machine gun tearing into the retreating Pioneer troops. West here, we got the 2-2 Grenadiers versus conscripts, but the base is very much vulnerable. Sniper needs to get away. Grenadiers moving up. They're going to cut off with a Panther first. Good work there. Barely saved the sniper there. Otherwise, the T-70 could have rushed in there and wiped out the sniper if not for those Grenadiers and their Panther first. Conscripts halted here in the tracks, pushed away here by German infantry with scout car support. Good work there for how long. Pack 40 almost done there for Talisman. And there goes Deutschland. Still no choice of doctrine for him. And there we go, Panzer Abwehrkanone 40 out, T-70 sets out. MD42, but can't really hurt it. 2-2 with a damaged engine. Either hit a mine or got rushed by some anti-tank grenades, but I'm guessing a mine. There we go, already knocked out there by the T-70. 45mm gun made very short work of that. Push up here for the Cop-on Grenadiers, sniper, mortar fire. Burmese troops are suffering a bit here. And we got a doctrinal chosen. It is mobile defense of a Talisman. I'm guessing he's going to try and rush for a Puma. Well, not rush, go for a Puma here once he can. So that way deal with the T-70, which certainly does indicate he's perhaps not quite confident he can actually deal with it before that. Oh, no, he's about to look at it. And the way he's moving the Pack 40 is terrible. He's moving in between the buildings, but at the same time does make it a lot easier to maneuver. In this case, there we go, self-repair, which is short to survive a third hit. But that was close. I mean, had he actually just gone right forward there, he could actually gone behind the Pack 40 and cleared it out. I mean, this is some sketchy move there. That is not very good. And again, could have severely backfired on Talisman. Sniper, mortar, grenadiers moving in there. Grenadiers reinforcing. Taking some losses there from mortar fire there. The conscripts not doing too well. And there you go. The T-70 sets forwards again. Back 40. Shoots again. Shit, okay, we can't take another hit like that. No matter how much you swear to these self-repairs. Conscripts pushed back there by the MG42. Slowly advancing here. We can see that Talisman is working his units as tightly as possible. Only some of the more vital elements. Pack 40's Grenadiers, Sniper, more supporting MG42 covering a flank there, making it a bit harder there for just Burmie to just sort of sneak through. That's only also slowing down the pace of Burmie, which does deny him some of his advantages. We've got the T-70 there being repaired. Mortar on the way there, just getting his own bit of artillery there. Could also use just to smoke out, say the Pack 40. A much faster one than trying to blast it out, just smoke it out and then rush it with something. Always an option there. So far, nothing further here. Could be going for the Ostrom reserves, trying to hit the field there with a lot of infantry. And there we go, 2 squads of Ostrom summoned up. A few Hilfswillige. They're shooting here. Grenadiers hit a mine. Half the unit gone. Good work there by Burmie. He's actually got quite a bit of munitions there floating about, though. He should use some of it. Demo charges. Mines. Flamethrowers. Minesweepers. Just something. Further loss there to the mortar. Ostrom pioneers to the minesweeper. Good work there for Talisman. It's obviously broke by mines now. Decent moving in there. Pack 40. Moving away from the east. Leaving his units here quite exposed. Expecting the T-70 to react there. Problem is, he doesn't necessarily have to that. And of course, that actually opens up here for Burmie to just strike with the T-70 elsewhere. MG42 pushed up. He's just got a full assault here. We got Molotovs, anti-tank grenades now for the conscripts, so they are heavily upgraded. Ostrom here versus conscripts. The problem is the Ostrom have no cover, so they don't get their cover bonus, which means they're pretty much useless, except for drawing fire. Even that's a bit limited. No further tech up there. He's very close to be able to call in a Puma there. The Schwer up punches B-Wagen. Demo charts there. Very good position for that. Very good position for that. Conscious moving in there. We got Grenadiers, Ostrom, Pack 40, Sniper there pushed back. Talisman at the moment just struggling to maintain any kind of map control there versus Burmie, who's just maintaining it with the actually right now smaller force. But again, thanks to the ability and the fire pack sort of master. Versus Talisman, he's all working out well again. That's one of the tricky things about Talisman, or Anger Build, I suppose you can also call it cheeky things. I mean, it can be a very tricky map to defend on an overall move on foot as the Germans on. A few wrong moves and get up in a very bad position, particularly versus the a lot more aggressive factions like the Soviets or the Americans. But there you go, Puma out. T-70 now to be more careful there. Puma, there we go. Ah, misses. Come on, Heinz. You're supposed to be Ausklärungs. Some of the best troops. And in fact, reconnaissance troops would again also consider some of the more better troops again within a division. Sharper, more independent. Bolder, all that. Flameforce bring up the deal with the Grenadiers. Got Molotovs also well for supporting. Scout Car doing what it can there as well. Pushing up here, Ostrom, pioneers from the minesweepers just in case they need mines, something like that here around the victory point. So a bit of progress there now for Talisman, just a bit. He should consider using counter-attack tactics on top of that to more swiftly grab territory. Mortar there being utilised to grab the fuel point. Good work, good work. Conscripts moving ahead here. Ostrom got cover as well. Good work, and now the conscripts out in the open, which does give the Ostrom actually a good chance of knocking them out. Sniper, mortar moving up the east. We've got the Pack 4 supporting. Pioneers actually rushing the conscripts, but actually suffering quite a bit there in the process. Still allows the Ostrom to sort of keep shooting away there without suffering too much there. Slowly winning the fight here, slowly but surely. And there you go, we've got the T-70 setting in. Pack 40 lost straight into the demo charge. Good work there by Burmie. It's not quite wrecked, but still that's going to hurt, and that's still going to be a bit of shock there for Talisman. So quickly recruiting that with some Ostroben. Needs to grab back the other fuel points, and he's not going to last with the other one. And yet at this point, you really think he needs just to consider taking up, move up for some bigger armour, because you can't just rely on mobile defence, not unless your opponent is a complete klutz. Will it generally not work well? I mean, generally, you just use to support what else you might get of armour, or just introduce some lighter armour, but you can't really rely on mobile defence. Again, not if your opponent knows what he's doing, otherwise it's just going to work in a very short-sighted manner, and particularly if the opponent actually takes up, the Pumas will fall short there versus heavier armour. Well, Burmie, he's got the heavier armour.
sector.
He's got T-35s there and IS-2s at the end of the rainbow. Tech tree, whatever you call it. Command points tree. Doctrinal tree. By the way, heavy tanks coming, and he's at the moment only got Pumas to really face maybe packs. There we go, Gunner's getting wiped out. No support there, Puma is nowhere to support either. He's got a damaged engine, so that's basically Gunner this wiped out. Not good there. Talisman needs to be more careful with those things. And that's their mobility and high, lethality that allows the T-70 to sort of excel in just sort of quickly hitting and then pulling out. It can do a lot of damage in a small amount of time, and in a prolonged engagement, it's really going to do a lot of damage. So I mean, it's not something you take lightly. Because wrong move, and you, for example, lose a Grenadier squad with a light machine gun. And it's veteran 2 now, and can also grab territory. Now the demo charge there, knowing the MD42 likes to remain in there, he's quick to sort of set up something there. Almost set off there with a mortar round, very close, very close. It's not a fire. Perhaps he's aware of it, perhaps he's aware of it. Hard to say here. Oh, there we go, he was, I think you could see with the minesweeper. Oh wait, demo charge gone, so that didn't quite work out there for Burmie, but it denied. But ultimately, Talisman are building set up his MD42 and swimming westwards. Come on, Talisman. Tech. He's got nothing further going on in Burmie's base. He could himself also consider taking up. But so far, no sign of that. In fact, he's got the resources right there for an IS-2, but he's 5 command points away from it. I mean, he's better off actually going straight for the T-35 right now. He could probably pull it off and then get actually more armor up there versus Talisman. He's in the running back and forth, getting off a few shots there. Constant there, light machine gun for heavy machine gun, moving up, snipers supporting a bit there, plus the mortar. He should move in the Puma to deal with the T-70, but he's just keeping it reserved. He's not trying to get the T-70. I do feel that's a bit odd there for Talisman. I mean, why would he have it if he's not going to use it to hunt down the T-70? And there we go, he's getting some heavy infantry, some Panzer Grenadier. That should aid Talisman a bit more. There should add the amount of damage they could do to the infantry. That is certainly better there for Talisman, a much stronger choice than Ostrogan. In the anti-infantry fight, there you go, T-70 further firing away. Puma still not reacting, not really hunting down there, still occupied with infantry. Almost got them, yes, almost got them. Oh, getting to the building, so they could go up, they probably will go up. Pack 40 though, again, still not nearby to support. Puma needs to flank, Ostrogan up, they're going to try and Panther Faust it. Can they get it off? Yes, indeed, but there you go. We got an infantry screen of conscript moving in there, ensuring that the Puma can't hunt him down without risking getting a damaged engine itself, and who knows what else might be there. Replacing the engineer squad there for Burmie after the one was lost in the house. Puma falls back, MD42 setting up there, T-70 self-repairing swiftly, efficiently, Sniper hanging back. Panther is ready, he's now getting Grenadiers on top of that. I do think at this point he's just, tag up, try and get out some armor, something to more seriously challenge Burmie. And Burmie, well, he should just tag up himself. Instead, we're going to max him down the way. That could also work, but still going straight for T-35 right now, I think would be a very solid choice. Are we coming up there? Panzer goes up here with the Sturmgewehrs. Comes there taking heavy damage. Burmie here is all of a sudden, I think, pushing his luck a bit much there. He might be suffering from about overconfident, making some slightly questionable calls. Getting some good damage in there. Moving in there, Ostrom needs to fall back, and there you go, pushed away. The Panzer did suffer quite a bit in the process. So there you go, more Grenadiers as well. Still no sign of tech up. Please don't tell me he's playing for the command tank, the Befehl's Panzer. I mean, he can work a bit here with what he's got at the moment, but again, Burmie's got every chance and opportunity to basically just go for something bigger again, but he's not, which is a bit curious. And of course, he might be aiming here for the IS-2, but even then he's got resources floating that won't be necessarily needed for it right away. Got Telemans going down, that is better. Yes, the risk of precision. Got munitions cash up there. Puma moves in, there we go, engages. The T-70 is doing quite a bit of damage there. Thanks to its higher rate of fire, the Puma actually suffers. Has to pull back, there's a controversial hit. Teleman, they're done. Hoping to, well, catch that T-70 by surprise to knock it out, but there we go. Problem was, he did it right under the nose of Burmie. In this case, Burmie, I think, actually paid attention to it. Moving up there with a minesweeper to deal with the Teleman. So that's a bit of rubbish there for Talisman. Also, fun fact about the Teleman, it actually has several uses. It could be used as just an anti-tank mine. It could also be used sort of more remotely detonated, like a, say, demo charge, actually. And finally, it could also be used as an anti-tank charge. It's actually a rather versatile piece of equipment there. Puma being repaired, troops reinforcing, fuel secured. Conscious moving ahead, Max moving up, mortar as well. Grabbing munitions, Conscious rushing ahead.
Enemy is taking our territory.
Now there's a conscript in the east.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
And he goes the command tank. Burmie though is floating, he's going for the IS-2. I fear he might be suffering from a case of Fuhrer syndrome here, always something worrisome, and again, could cause a bit of advantage again, could allow the command tank to strike hard. I mean, imagine they do a T-35 now to already meet here the command tank. I mean, that'd be a lot more active for Talisman, but now the Talisman's command tank there won't be as challenged, really. There's a T-70, a field gun on the way, but that's about it, really. As the command tank, he's basically got free reign against Burmie's troops, which is not really what Burmie should be looking for. But now we can actually see him actually pushing back now, Burmie, with Panzer Grenadiers, with light machine gun grenadiers, and of course now the command tank as well, really getting a bit more effort there, a bit more punch as it supervises his men and pushes forwards there. Conscripts wiped out there. And there was only, I think, ever really one sort of designated, specifically made command tank for the Germans, actually the Befehlspanzerwagen 1, which was in the very early stages of the war. Didn't even have a terrorist base, just a large lump of metal with a machine gun attached to it. That was later, of course, replaced with actual command tanks, which were basically just sort of regular tanks with more radio equipment stuffed into them. Also, I'm here a bit of top. Going to Panther faster, but still suffering into the maximum. Again, the T-70. Again, Vetri 2. It really just becomes a lot more lethal. Veteran 3, and there you go. Instead, he hits a mine that laid up as a enemy, in fact, suffers for heavy engine damage. Well played there by Burmie. Well played. It's time here for the mid-game analysis. Current situation in terms of damage, very close but slightly there, and of course, kills-wise, Talisman is also leaning ahead there. So, I mean, while he's struggling with the map control, he's beginning to push back there. He's sort of making a comeback now a bit more aggressively. Army value-wise, again, he's leading ahead here with Burmie. Again, we can see this is basically where the Russo's hump base, just floating, is beginning to appear. And again, it's not really sensible play there by Burmie. I mean, it is very risky, and generally, in most cases, I find it just ends up losing you in a match if you try to play that. It's better to go for some armor, then support it with the heavy tanks, then wait for the heavy tanks, then get some armor. Points held, obviously, Burmie's got a big advantage, but we can see a Talisman sort of slowly getting back then. Of course, it might soon bite him in the arse if Talisman's not careful in conjunction with the rest. But it rather also depends on another factor, and that is, of course, will Talisman actually take up and then further add armor to this? If he does, Burmie's really going to be in trouble. If he doesn't, if Talisman just tries to play this out, relying on the call-ins of mobile defense, Burmie could very well win it, though. It still depends, I think, a bit on actually taking up, getting up T-35 specific just from those two. I mean, Talisman's going to be in a lot of trouble. I mean, again, that's the danger there when you just try to rely on the call-ins. You really set yourself in terms of tech and tempo, some very awkward positions, and it also makes you a lot less flexible and not very well able to react what's going on or to push any advantages. So, I mean, that's something you have to be very mindful of when you sort of play for these things. And again, a lot of players, even the high rank ones, I mean, they can make this mistake quite often, and I'm thankfully seeing less and less of it. But for Talisman, tag up, get some armor to support all this, maybe throw in another Panzer squad, lay down some more mines, and let's keep up the pressure, go for the victory points. Means rather struggle with that, and again, that means Burmie right now has a huge victory point lead. So push forwards, grab some territory, hold this area, I think, and maybe set up moving forward to so much to cover it reasonably well. If he can do that, Talisman might just be able to pull through, but he needs armor to support. He can't just rely on this. I mean, this is not going to work, not when Burmie gets an IS-2, and Burmie is going to get an IS-2. There's no way around it. For Burmie, I suppose get the IS-2, but afterwards get up the mechanized armor company, get some T-35s up to support it. I mean, you don't go armored assault and then you're not used to them. I mean, particularly with all the resources he's got, with the fuel cache he's got, I mean, you have to be absolutely dumb not to get some armor out afterwards. So, I mean, he needs to get some T-35s as soon as he can to support the IS-2, and with that he can really build up a massive advantage, and actually in that case severely punish Talisman for then just relying on Pumas for anti-tank, because the Puma will not be able to compete with it, not in a million years. More mines would be good, and allows more pressure, and use the mortar to lay down some smoke screens when he's actually attacking, you know, find and single out the single pack there is and basically render it inoperable, or at least requiring a lot more management from Talisman to be somewhat usable. Beyond that, not so much else is really comment on, so let's return to the fight here. Scheiße, the engine's gone! We're going to have to get a new one. From where was it? Prague? Baden, I don't know. Ice-based engines are really tricky to make. Not easy to repair either. This is scheiße. Conscious moving in, they're going to attack tank grenade. This is really bad. We got Pack 45 back, got the grenadiers flying up there. We got grenadiers moving from the north, but that Puma is in a... Oh no, we got the field gun moving up there. We could try and mortar the area here, trying to catch the conscripts that are on fire. Heavy machine gun opening up, intended rounds will be needed. He's already used those smoke pop, but I fear it won't be enough. You got the command tank flanking in, Befehlspanzer strikes for Germany. Up close. Shoot. There we go, got the field gun. But we got the T-70 flanking in from behind. We got a Pack 40 covering in the direction. This could actually backfire. Puma turns its gun. Doesn't finish. There we go. Almost got the T-70. Almost. Both back with the slip up. There we go. Both get knocked out. He sacrificed a veterancy-free T-70 for the Puma. That's not an equal trade, actually. To sure, the Puma might cost a bit more than the T-70, but that was a veterancy-free T-70. High lethality, high mobility. It could have done so much more to bleed out Talisman. Troops right there. I think actually Burmie made a mistake. That was actually a poor trade-off. Always got the IS-2 now. Should add a machine gun then top-banded and 75, but there's a lot of trouble there. 122mm guns pointing down their direction. Going for the cop on the engineer, suffering there to the mortar. The Granaten there forever nasty. German mortar crews, by the way, were quite well trained. Field gun opening up there. The Sith-3 gets a good hit though from the IS-2. Up close. Panzer gun is flanking in. Puma supporting as well. Bounced though. Bounced. Cleared out the field gun. Panther 4 moves up. Shoots there with the high explosive shell. Fails to penetrate or hit. And there you go. Puma basically bounced off the IS-2. I mean, it doesn't have enough penetration to reliably penetrate. Panzer gun needs to retreat. Retreat. Rückzug. Pretty sure they need all a fresh pair of underpants after that miss. IS-2 rolling forward like a lumbering beast. I mean, right now, Burmie's actually lost 2 country squads. T-70, field gun. He suffered a lot of loss there, but he's got the IS-2. And again, Talisman, due to his choices in tech, can't really punish him. And he's got a single Pack 40. That's it. And he's still suffering massive losses there otherwise. And we got the 3rd Air Force here calling in IL-2 Sturmovik, ensuring any infantry nearby is going to be punished quite severely there by the flying tank, as it was known. And the IL-2 Sturmovik was quite severely armoured, heavily armoured in fact. It was rather difficult to take down because of it. Engineers, maximum number 2 on the way there for Burmie. Need to upgrade the IS-2 again with the heavy machine gun as soon as he can. Mortar sitting out. Meanwhile, Talisman needs to take up, get out some Stooks. But so far no sign of that. Gunners bring heavy straight into the maximum, quick suppressed and halted in the tracks. Gunner is going to flank in there. Going for the fuel pond there as well. Good. Need to take up. Come on, Burmie. Get some tanks out. It's really the biggest advantage you can so far pull. Tanks and lots of them. Lots of the big ones. Maximum loss, so that could be seized there by Talisman and utilised against the Russians. There we go. Dushka machine gun on that, and there goes shoots. Need to retreat all of that though. Still no tank up there for Burmie. Come on, tank Puma standing back doing nothing. Still no tech up. Come on, Talisman, come on. Puma moves in. Actimans penetrating it against the IS-2 against all odds. Obviously fails to penetrate with the next hit. Scheiße.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Got the Panzer gun that is there. Los. Schnell. There's an MD-42 in support, so they can rush the Russians and crush them. We got the mortar there ready to cause some pain. We got the command tank about there halfway towards Veterans 1. Still no attempt at moving up. Again, he's got plenty of fuel. He's got fuel cache. Oh, he's getting S6 though. That works. Still kind of think you need to go active for something bigger than that. Either way, countries there pretty much halted by the Panzers gaining Veteran 2. That's good. Of course, got the command tank supporting at all times. Puma hanging about there. Based on the 234 heavy armoured car, which was sort of a second variant, or later model. They also had, I think, the 231 it was called. Was it the 232, which was also an 8-wheeled one. They looked actually very similar, sort of basically, though this one looked a bit more specific. In some sense, a bit more militarily designed. Cancelled here by Grenadiers, going for the fuel point. Cancelled the S-26. What could be planning here? In this case, almost say, yes, use self-repair, get the engineers back. Oh, no, mine's got another squad. And there we go, we finally got a mechanised armour company going up there for Burmie. Might activating into the arm, and that's only going to force, really add impetus to Talisman to take up, get some bloody tanks. There's in trouble with the IS-2, and it's moving up, going to Panzerfaust, double Panzerfausting, hoping to damage the engine. There we go. Managed it with the IS-2, still something to be feared. And Engineers still wiped down. Yeah, good shot, good shot. So us Engineers didn't stand a chance to our MG42. Puma, command tanks, now we got the field gun moving in there. He's really intent on it. Puma takes a hit there from the IS-2. IS-2 still pulling back. He's got a chance here. Feels like he's striking at it. Burmie can't, I think, get out an IS. No, he's can't. It's not quite finished. Still, never mind this. You get T-35 up there. He's still got a few troops. They suffered losses, and that there is something Burmie needs to be careful about now. He's actually suffered huge loss there against Talisman. His only real advantage he's got left is basically armor, and the fact he's got a huge victory point lead there over Talisman. And the fact the Talisman so far is not taking up and getting anything that could severely threaten his eyes too. Oh, a quick push there. He's now got most of the map there. Talisman is really getting sort of the upper hand here versus Burmie now. Mortar constantly pulling back. IS-2 going back. T-34 almost done there. You should probably use self-repair to just speed up the repairs in the IS-2 instead of just flying a single engineer squad. Mortar moving up. Veterans for that. Puma with need of repairs. Command tank need of repairs. And overall, he's in need of taking up. Otherwise, consider some mines, telemines, S-mines, so they can do to stall down. And with that said, if you catch the IS-2 on a telemine, that would be good. I mean, right here would be good. Here would be good. Here would be good. I mean, just get down as many S-mines as you can. Telemines. More pioneers on the way. More tech constantly sitting up there for an assault. Could lay down a smoke screen here around here, but perhaps not. We got the T-35 here ready to support. Attack for the motherland. Go, concentrating up in the building, almost as good. Suddenly spots the MD-42, opens up for the mortar as bombarded. Good hit there. Sniper Vetsi 2, 30 kills. Command tank not receiving support here so far. Constable here could try and counter-attack, flank in. Either way before sitting up here. Oh, going to get Molotov, going to get Molotov. Command tank finally gets a move on. But still got no tank to actually command. It's got an armoured car and some infantry, but a distinct lack of panzers. T-34 sets in there, opens up the Grenadiers with its 85mm gun. Missed there, Pantherfaust off. Still no tag up. Another T-35 with a knife for Burmie. He's quickly building up an arm advantage versus Talisman, and Talisman is finally taking up. Only took him about bloody half an hour. It's definitely not some behaviour I would suggest emulating, not at all, in particular not versus a player like Burmie, who's clearly now going to hit where it really, really, really hurts. Going points there. But overall, I mean, right now, of course, Burmie's got one problem. He's got not a lot of territory. In that sense, Townsend will be able to use a lot more infantry and support vehicles to work for his infantry to push back Burmie a bit and also just damage the IS-2, forcing Burmie to have to pull it back there. But still, it can't last forever, not with more and more tanks being brought onto the battlefield, though it would help if he didn't expose three of his IS-2 to the enemy. Boom moves about there. Veterans 1 has target weak point in theory. Let's move up there. Second T-35 arrives, so again, Burmie's building up quite the armoured fist here against the fascists. Puma command tank field gun pack 40. This Germans captured quite a few of these and actually converted them in some cases actually used as more specific anti-tank guns, but actually fully doing the rifling. Of course, the field guns I believe are only half rifled. Fun fact there. In some cases, we'll also use them on tanks. Well, there go T-35 tank forwards. IS-2 following up here as well. Puma command tank firing field gun pack 40 setting up here. T-35 taking a bit of damage there. No, oh, he's got enough munitions for target point. There you go. Goes for it into the rear of the pack. T-35 there you go. We got another T-35 flanking in there. Puma abandoned. And he's anti-tank in such a manner they can't actually support the rest here. So they basically, thanks to that, the T-35's having an easy time now. Command tank, he's calling in another Puma. Ah, scheisse. That's the last thing. He needs to recruit the other Puma, repairing it. T-35 needs to get away, doing as much can here to the rear, but the Puma's already suffered catastrophic damage moving in the other one. They could continue to deal with it. Other Puma tries to get away. IS-2 continue to fire with tactic gun a bit too long in their front of the anti-tank guns. Need to pull back here. That was rather risky there, but Burmie probably was too busy occupied with the T-35. There we go. Got the other Puma. The first one though gets away. But still, I mean, with calling another Puma, he's basically just hurt himself more. This is basically equivalent of pissing your pants in a blizzard to keep yourself warm. Briefly you're like, now I'm warm, but shortly after it's just going to get a lot worse, and that's basically what Talisman did here. Briefly you're like, yes, I'm alright, and then of course he's down to one Puma again, and he's still got 3 tanks to face, but again the Puma's just not made for those conditions. He needs to support him a crop, and he needs some armour up for them soon. That's going to be Stu, because again he's just hurt himself by getting another Puma instead of getting our Stug as quickly as possible. That was really, I think, a strategic blunder there by Talisman, caused in a moment of panic here to try and stall it. I mean, Burmie's still suffering, but thanks to the tanks, he's actually got a real threat there against Talisman. Tanks being repaired there, using self-repair to help with it. Good work. There's an accident engineer, so he's getting some to replace. And of course, Talisman still got the larger infantry force. Got a pack for there arriving. Needs that support corps. He needs it. Instead, he's getting more anti-tank weapons. Not so good. They're also noting one of the pack forces has been run off by Burmie. Just firing away there. Mortar in a bit of trouble. Just continues repairing itself. Is something happening out there, Boris? Yeah, just some fascists. I can take care of these. Alright. Just let us know if this becomes problematic. Don't worry, it won't. You can trust in my marksmanship with the heavy machine gun, comrades. There you go, first T-35 ready to fight again. IS-2 almost done again, despite being assaulted by infantry. Pack 40 moving up, command tank nearby, not really supporting either. Puma fixed up, get that support cop. Talisman, schnell, schnell. Deutschland demands it. And Stugs is his only way out of this right now. He needs to just have something to threaten the tanks with, and basically Stugs going to be his best chance of that right now. Going for the rest of the victory point there. T-35 following up, course striking the victory point. Command tank strikes in M42. Burmese infantry getting slaughtered out in the open. Panzer going to be assaulting quite a bit of damage. There you go, good hit from the IS-2. Other T-35 should probably support as soon as it can. Get it in there, get it in there. Good hit down the IS-2 there with the Pack 40. Veterans 1, the IS-2. Pack 40 gains Veterans 1. The IS-2 might have to fall back again. So Pomacor finally going up. 34 minutes into the game there. Way too long now, way too long. IS-2 pull back there, T-35 sets out. And there we go, so Pomacor finally up. Right now, of course, due to everything else, he's actually suffering a huge manpower bleed. And now it's lacking the manpower to immediately get it. In fact, he's got so much upkeep, it's going to take him at least, almost 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get out of Stug. And again, that's because of all the other infantry, support units, snipers, machine guns, command tanks, Pumas. Again, the Pumas really hurting in that sense as well. So I mean, right here, Talisman's play has really left him in a nasty position there versus Burmie. We got basically 2 T-35s running up, plus the IS-2 which is back for repairs, but still the 2 T-35s can do a lot of damage here. 2 Talisman, and of course Deutschland. They're quite sizable guns.
The enemy is down to 100 points.
Telemine's down, he's going to assault through here, but interesting enough, he's not really trying to mine anything close to the front. IS-2, there you go, fixed up again.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Puma there versus the engineers. Commanding there, go, T-35 engaged, got a Pack 40 here, target weak point, nope, doesn't have ammunition for that. Overall, T-35s, they got little to worry about, they only threat, there's basically the Pack 40. Puma, the command tank, is essentially of less importance. There you go, again, attacking here and there, now it's using the armor's numbers to basically thin out Talisman's front. He can't cover everything, so he's basically just attacking with IS-2 one place, or attacking with the T-35s elsewhere. Again, that basis then forces Talisman to decide where does he want to defend, and of course, he can't defend, he's going to lose. But Talisman wants it all. He knows all, so he can't afford to lose the victory points much longer. So, I mean, right there again, we've sort of seen a lot of Talisman's early decisions slowly beginning to backfire on him. And again, the lack of armor. But right there, he's almost got for the Stug there. Almost! Moments away there, moments away. He's losing the victory point over there. We got the T-35s, we got the IS-2 supporting, we got a mortar spotted by the Pioneers. T-35 ready to be thrust into the fight. There gets the Germans again. And finally, 36 minutes, almost 37 minutes, you can finally get a Stug. And again, by this point, Burmie's got 2 T-35s and IS-2 out, and he can actually get... No, he can't get, but he could actually get an HG5 then to support the T-35s. That's a bit of a worry there for Burmie, to be honest. Oh, Talisman, actually, not Burmie. Burmie's obviously, I mean, could get the SU-5. We could all just get a T-34-76. SU-76, oh, he's got plenty of options, really. There you go, Panzer Grenadiers. Being the assault there. This is inferior conscripts. Ah. Bring in the T-34 strike. Stug almost done, almost done. Sturmgeschütz. Gefechtsbereit. And there you go, conscript getting united here, but Panzer Grenadiers slaughtered. T-34 staying into the flank of the Puma. Got a tank, and there you go. Target weak point, Other T-34 needs to move to support here. Got a bit of danger situation, taking heavy damage to Stug. Pulling back there, but opening up in the eyes too, getting a hit there, but also taking hits. Puma almost got the T-35. Veggie 2 though, Veggie 2, can he wait? There we go. Other T-35 was in rescue. Draws fire, but also trying to knock out the Pack 40 there. Good work, good work. Good hit there, good hit. Ah! Slip of health left. Puma pulls back though. Mission successful, mortar fire ring down around the Pack 40. Stug then damage as well. We've got target weak point available now. Eyes 2 pull back there with less than half health. Almost got the Pack 40 there. Almost got the crew white and white. You got the Stug though around to try and say there we go. Good hit, good hit. He can almost get another one, and he should get another Stug. I mean, basically again, Burmese armoured forces otherwise still overwhelming form, constantly taking every damage from the Grenadiers to sniper. When you get another one, it's going to reinforce some troops. I would, though, recommend another Stug. SU-76 on the way. Interesting enough, he could have gone for the SU-5 as well, but he's going for the cheaper SU-76. And Talisman just needs more Stugs right now. He needs 2 at the very least here. And needs to fight for the victory points much harder. 25 points left there. Get another Stug, Talisman, Schnell. Comes under fire, we got the Stug moving up, Sniper supporting him before 2 as well here. Need to add the machine gun to the Stug, he wants to really work versus infantry. Command tank there versus infantry in the west. Halfway to victory 2. Oh, Panzer's almost got the engineers. Burmese weak point is still the infantry, but again, thanks to Soviet veterans in the vehicles, even that can be circumvented with secure mode a bit there. Germans can't, but there goes Stug fires. Targets a weak point. Dieter. Targets a weak point, you know. Civic point. Where is it? I don't know, it's just, you know, instruction from Führer Hauptquartiers. Aim for the weak point. And then it points at the shell with the heat round in it. I don't know. It just says aim for the weak point. I thought you knew. Smoke down there from the Sturmgeschütz. He's got the northern victory point. He's losing the one. He's got the He's got one T-35 there and an SU-6. He's getting a Panzer IV. He doesn't need a Panzer IV. He needs another Stug. And needs to get that victory point back. And there you go, T-5 coming from the Puma. Target the weak point, Helmut. Panzerfaust. Oh dear, he's going to lose this now. He's not even trying, I think. Platform was done, Stug coming in. There you go, Telemann went off, T-34 down. Finally got one of them. He's got the most veteran on. The problem is he's not going to be able to make anything because he's not going to control enough victory points and he's running out. So there we go. Game over. A loss here for Talisman and victory for Burmie and the Soviet Union. GG. In some cases, a bit of an interesting fight times, but again, overall, Talisman made several strategic mistakes, again, relying too much on Colin, and ultimately losing up because again, he couldn't challenge the Soviets' army. And that's not what mobile defense does. It augments your own army, it augments your defense, it can sort of allow you to react to certain things, but it can't take on a severe armored threat from your allies. And again, that's what Burmie exactly hit him with. I mean, basically, armored assault just hard countered it. Although, again, Burmie was close to making a mistake again. It was only because of Talisman being an absolute slouch and only getting Suprema Corps so late and getting Stug out even later, they was able to work. He allowed to go for the IS-2 so easily. He should have gone for T-35 first and then supported with other things. So right there, Burmie was himself making a huge mistake, and he did suffer on once the command tank arrived. In that case, the command tank was able to punish Burmie a bit, but ultimately Burmie was able to push through, and Owen still had the victory point advantage. I mean, good armor play there, but again, the IS-2 was a mistake. And for Talisman, while he made some good play against strategically, it was a bit of a mess there. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave you ideas for matches. If it did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay or provide some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Dane. Cheers, thank you for watching, and hope to see you all another time. Bye.